Hey guys, this is D Cole from Cole Reviews. I was making this video. I was going to talk to you a little bit about the Tesla insurance. I've gotten quite a few questions on that, and so I decided I'd make like a short video. Since I actually use it, I could give you my point of view, and I could tell you, my experience with it. And also, I'm just going to be walking around my car. That's just gonna be the background video, just showing how the car is holding up. I had it, a little bit of a month now, a little bit over a month. But yes. So as far as Tesla's insurance, so I live in the state of Texas, and luckily that's one of the states that Tesla offers the insurance. So I jumped on it, and so the way it works is the higher your safety score, the lower your premium that you pay monthly will be. So as far as my individual, actually I think it start everyone on a 90. And then as far as like my options and stuff that I pick, you pick your options as far as like how much money it's on your deductible, and like stuff like that. So just pretty much mine started out as it was like around $110. If I had a 90 score, it was around $110 monthly. And so as far as how Tesla grades you on your score, it's a total of 5 factors that it uses. It's your the forward collision warning. And that's sort of just what it sounds like. It's how fast you may be going when you come up on an object. Then it will use aggressive turning, and so I'm assuming that's more so like the speed you're traveling when you make a turn. Hard braking. So as far as like just stomping on your brakes like real hard and real suddenly. So if you do that a lot, that'll be a factor. Disengagement of using your automated driving. And so as far as that, I think that's like, you got your auto steer on, and if you do something like crazy, like jump into the other seat or something like that, and then the car will have to like, kick you off of that. So that, if it does that, then that'll be, against your safety score. And then the last one, and the one I have the most problem with, is the unsafe following. So those are your 5 factors, right? So as far as my experience, if I get dinged on anything, it's probably going to be the unsafe following. It just, I don't know what to say about it. Like, I feel like I'm actually very, very good as far as not riding close to someone's, tail, and, giving distance. But, apparently like what I feel like is good, it's not good enough for Tesla, but it's very, very finicky about that. And like, you don't have like warnings like, hey, you're getting too close, you about to cross that line. It's no warnings or anything like that. And so you could just feel like you're doing great, and then it may like ding you a little bit. And so once again, if I catch anything, that's what mine is on. It's like the unsafe following. And so sometimes I get like aggressive turning, here, there, and hard braking here, there. I've never got to disengage your auto steering. I've never done that myself, but I believe I read somewhere that if it does hit you on that, I think it really, really impacts your score, like very hard. So I read that somewhere, but like I've never, gotten it, like, not one time. And what else can I say? So like now, right now my overall score is a 96. So So, like I said, I just described to you, like if I get, hit on anything, it's unsafe following. But like, like it's not like right when it hits you that makes your score drop to like a 20 or something like that, It's just like, it's just hard to be perfect though. Like I read how some people like keep their score 199 and like, well, I mean, I got a 96. So, but like, as far as that, like it's just, it's just that unsafe following thing. Like it just always catches me, like, here and there. And so when you're looking at your score, you can look at your score. You got your overall score, that's keeping tabs of. And then you also can look at your score like daily and see your score daily or whatever. So when I say I got dinged, like as far as unsafe following, like instead of having an overall 100 that day, maybe I had some unsafe following and stuff, and then like I'm rated as a 98 now. So like that's what I'm talking about as far as like a ding. I'm not saying like, it hits you and drops you to a 0. I would say like the most frustrating thing is the unsafe following and then the forward collision warning. Because like the forward collision warning, a lot of times that could just be out of your control. Let's say like you're driving and someone just, cut you off and jerk in front of you. Well, then your car is gonna do the forward collision warning, and like, that's gonna be against you, even though like, you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. And now the forward collision warning, like it seems that one can actually drop your score, like more so than like the unsafe following. I don't feel like it drops it that, much. But like if you get like 2 or 3 forward collision warnings in one day, I'm thinking like your score could be like in the 80s. It might drop you down to an 80 or something like that. So that forward collision warning, it seems to have more of a weight than like the unsafe following. And like I said, the aggressive turning and hard braking, I don't really get that all that much. And if so, it seems like it's fairly light on that system and stuff as well. So I'm thinking like that synopsis or summary answered like, a lot of the questions that, that I've read. But if you have more questions, or if I didn't necessarily cover or something that you, curious about, like you can, just write me in the comments or whatever. And I'd definitely be sure to answer you. Also, too, I'm gonna put my email down as well, so people can email me if they want. But yeah, as far as like the insurance. Oh, and also too, so as far as like what helps you is pretty much the more you drive, the more miles and stuff that you drive, and then you keep a good rating, of course, like, the higher you score, and that it'll be or whatnot. And so if you're driving and you use your auto steer, so then like little things that you might get hit with if you're in auto steer, like the unsafe following thing won't, hit you and stuff like that, because you just don't get marked off if you're on auto steer. So if you want your score to go up, just drive out somewhere and put your thing on auto steer and like just sit back and cruise, and then you can as you drive more miles and stuff, your score go up, and then you can keep your score in up like you want it to. Like let's say if you like being real particular about it, and let's say you got one of those forward collision warnings like out of the blue, and then knocks your score down to like a 92 on that daily. Well, then if you got time or whatever, like take a ride out and do the auto steer like I said, and like get on the road and then just like cruise, and then that should like bring your score back up, and then like if I can, like what I started doing is I won't, like the lowest I'll let my score be is like a 95 when I go to sleep, or when I'm done for the night or day. So that's if I got time, of course. So check your daily score. If you have like a decent score, like just drive until you get it up to where you want it, and then, you know, call it for that day. And so like, yeah, that's how I've been maintaining. And like now my score is up to a 96, and since my score reached a 96, now my deductible is like $85 now. So I think if you get your score up to 100, as far as like the particular options that I have on my particular policy, like if I had 100 score, I believe my deductible would just be $60. I said deductible, but my premium would be like $60 a month as far as the insurance. So yeah, so and then as far as like when you go and you look, at least in Texas, and I believe this in a lot of states though, like they really you know, more well-known insurance people, like they really, you know, they really charge you a pretty penny as far as like your insurance on a EV. So, you know, like the Tesla, that was just like a godsend for me, you know, like, cause I believe all the other policy stuff I was looking at, you know, it was like $250 to $300 that, you know, they was wanting to charge. And so, like I said, then I remembered about like Tesla's insurance, and then it's just like $100, you know. So that you know, save you a good bit of money. And so like, you know, and then when you do your stuff, you know, like you don't have to be scared. Like drive, it's like nothing about like how fast you drive won't mess you up or anything like that. It's literally those 5 factors that you know, that I told you about. But like, you know, and then of course, who wants to drive like fast in front of an object anyway? So, you know, if you got you a clear road, you know, you put that pedal to the metal, and you know, you really enjoy your car, and you don't have to worry about, you know, getting dinged for that or anything like that. So yeah, that's I think that's pretty much all that I have for you as far as the Tesla insurance. Like I said, any questions, please let me know. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Like once again, I'm trying to get this started. It's really something I want to do. You know, I'm start reviewing like everything. Right now I'm doing the cars, but I'm start, you know, reviewing like video games, music, like just giving my opinion on pretty much like, you know, like sports, like anything that comes up. But you know, I got to get started from somewhere, starting from the ground. So like if anybody takes any time out of their day and listen to me, man, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Please help me out by giving me a like and a subscribe. You know, I really appreciate that too. And if you got any you know, like comments, please hit me with comments. And if you got any advice for me, like just anything, like please, you know, like communicate with me. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate you guys. And this Cole, and I'm out. All right, thanks.